Welcome to Cadet Mr. U, your favorite math channel. In today's video, we'll be finding the hypotenuse for two right triangles. And in questions 3 and 4, we will be finding the sides of the triangle which are shown on the screen. So we'll be starting with questions. I've completed questions 1 and 2. We're going to move to questions 3 and 4 to calculate the side. All right, the sides for each triangle. All right, so again, we have the right. So the first thing you need to look to see is to see that's a right triangle, right? And since it's a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the unknown side, right? So again, the hypotenuse is the longest side, and this side is the side opposite to the right angle. Okay, don't need to put this arrow on it. It's just for our video today. We put it on it. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna write the formula. It's our solution, right? This is just the formula there. All right. So this might be on the formula sheet in the exam. Your solution would have to write the formula there. So a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Right. So what we need to do then, we need to identify the different sides. So c will always be the hypotenuse, which is the longer side. So this will be c. And it doesn't matter whether you put b here, but I'm just going to close my eye. Well, I won't close my eye. I'll put a here and put b here. Good? All right, so all we're going to do as a next step now, we're just going to plug in the values. Is that clear? All right, so A, we're solving for A's, right? So we don't know A is unknown, so we're going to write it back. So A squared plus, what is B? 6. So it's 6 squared is equal to, what is C? 10. So it's 10 squared. All right, what we're going to do now, we're going to write back the next line now. So A still unknown, A squared plus 6 squared. 6 is 36. So 6 times 6 is 36. Isn't that so? And 10 squared is what? 10 times 10. 10 times 10, you don't need a well, I don't think you need a calculator for that. It's 100, right? Now what we want to do now, we want to make A, we want to isolate A, right? So what we have to do then, we can subtract 36 on the left-hand side of the equal sign. And whatever you do on one side of the equation, you have to do on the other side. So we have minus 36. Good. We draw a line. Now, this is going to cancel. Okay? All right. So we're going to get what? A squared is equal to 100 minus 36 is how much? 100 minus 36 is how much? So we have 100 minus 36 equals to 64, right? I hope you got the answer before I did it on the calculator. 64. Now, based on what we did in questions 1 and 2, what is the next step? We want to isolate A, right? So what we're going to do then, to isolate A, what you have to do is find the square root, and then this square sign won't be applicable over there, right? So anything you do on one side of the equation, you have to do on the other side. So anything you do on the left-hand side, you have to do on the right-hand side, right? Good. So we're going to rewrite now. So we would have what? A, because that square root that it did remove the square sign, right? So A is the square root of 64 is how much? 8, because 8 times 8 gives you 64. So A is equal to 8. What was the unit given? Centimeter. Now I'm going to circle it, but as you know, you don't circle it in your workings. So our video, we are emphasizing that we are finished, right? So A is 8 centimeters. So we're going to write it right here. 8 centimeters. So good job if you got it correct. All right, so we're finished with question 3. We're going to go to question 4. And again, you can work it, you can pause the video, work ahead and come back, or you can work alongside us. All right, good. All right, so you're supposed to know the routine by now, right? Because we did 3 questions and we know, but we are solving for the side, right? In the first 2 questions, we solve for the hypotenuse. All right, so the first step is to rewrite the formula, right? Good. So it would be A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. All right, what we're going to do then, we need to label the different sides. All right, so the longest side is hypotenuse will be this side, A. So that's C. All right, I labeled the unknown one as A here, so I'm going to put A as this one to show you that it doesn't matter. And this will be B. All right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to plug in 5, substitute where 5 is. So we're going to have 5 squared plus what's B? B is the unknown, so it will remain as B squared is equal to C is what? 8 squared. Right? Now, we want to, we're going to find the square of 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. Isn't that so? Plus B squared is equal to what? 8 times 8 is what? 64. Isn't that so? Yes? All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to minus 25 over here. I'm going to minus anything you do on one side of the equation, you have to do to the other side too. All right? All right? Then we're going to draw a line. All right? Now, this side is going to cancel, right? So we're going to come back now. I'm going to carry down the equal sign. We're going to try to make it be in line. So 64 minus 25 is 39. So we're going to get 39 right here. Right? And then B squared is equal to 39. Right? Now, just going to put in the extra step is equal to 39. All right? So I put in an additional step. So now we want to isolate the b. So to isolate the b, what do? We find the square root. Right? And anything you do on one side of the equation, we have to do on the other side too. So I'm gonna write now b is equal to the square root of 39. Now 39 is not a perfect square, isn't that so? Right? So we're not going to get a whole number in the answer because it's not a perfect square. There are no two numbers that will be multiplied to give you 39, right? So we can write the square root of 39 as an approximate rounded decimal, right? All right. So when we put 39 in the calculator, right, we're going to write it to its thousand place, and then we're going to round it to its hundred place, right? All right. So when you punch it in the calculator, you're gonna get 6.244, and you're gonna get some other decimals, right? Now the decimal will never stop, right? And it does not repeat. So what we're going to do, we're going to round it to its hundred place, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to look at this number, right? And then when you round it now down to its hundred place, you're going to get b is equal to, not equal, approximately equal, yeah, to 6.24. What unit was it given in feet? Imperial measurement, right? So the other two videos that I did in calculating the area for the given triangle and the circles, I made sure that I did the metric unit and the imperial unit. So the imperial unit for today's video we're using is feet, and we use centimeter and kilometer and meter for the other three questions, right? So this is approximately equal to 6.24 feet. So we're going to write the answer here. All right, so right here, B is approximately equal to 6.24 feet. If feet. All right, well, I don't have any spaces. Let me write it right here. So it's 6.4, sorry, 6.24 feet. All right, and we're gonna circle the answer here to indicate that we're finished. But in your exam or you're working out on your solution, you wouldn't necessarily need to circle it. This is also our video. You're circling it. All right, so this brings us to the end of today's video. In today's video, we got 4 right triangles, and in questions 1 and 2, we found the hypotenuse, and in questions 3 and 4, we found the sides using the Pythagorean theorem. So in the next video, we'll be looking at the area for a square. So we're looking forward to seeing you in that video. Please take care until then. Bye. We have come to the end of today's video. In today's video, we found the length of the sides for the 2 triangles for questions 3 and 4. In the next video, we'll be looking at the calculation of the area of a square. So please take care until then. Bye. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.